up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new here. I do notice that we have quite a bit of new subscribers, so welcome to the channel. If you don't know, my name is Tony. I own a 2025 GR86 behind me right here. Basically, this channel is just for me to document this build memories, most importantly, and just to have fun. But today, we're gonna be looking at the Outbound Motorsport Cup Car Air Intake Kit for the GR86 and the BRZ. Nothing too special here. Open it up real quick. Yeah, I tear that off because none of you guys can dox me, bro. Boom! Yeah, so first look at this thing. If I can take it out with one hand. Yeah. This is some good quality plastic. Nothing too much to it. Right here it says GR Cup Car. GR Cup Intake with quotations around the GR Cup. And then your Resonator delete to make it go it's probably not gonna sound like that, but yeah, y'all get the point. All right, so anytime you do anything intake related, it is a requirement to take off the front bumper, which I am not looking forward to because, as many of you guys know, once you take off these bumpers, it's never gonna look the same again. You see this gap right here? This is an aftermarket bumper after the accident. Look, you can already see. Let me bring you closer. So when I got to an accident back in the year, beginning of the year, the body shop replaced this bumper with an aftermarket one, and look at this gap right here, bro. Look at that gap. You see that? The gap's bigger here and it gets smaller here. Not very noticeable, but if you know, you know, kind of deal. Same thing on this side. Oh no, this side looks a little better, but not that side though. You can definitely see a tiny bit of gapping right there. Maybe it's from the accident. But yeah, once you remove this and put it back on, it's never gonna look the same again. So this is why I try to do things without taking off the front bumper, but for this mod specifically, I do need to access the snorkel that's right here. Right here in the engine bay. Front bumper, we got a few tabs and a few 10 mils. Take that out real quick. Now just come ahead and pry up these tabs right here. Come on now. Low key, I think I might need to lift up the car just a little bit, just to get under the car, to get the tabs down there. Because I do have a front lip, and I don't know if I'll be able to reach the tabs with the front lip on. So now for the sides, all you gotta do is, oh my god, why is this thing spinning around? Turn your wheel in and out a little bit. There's 1, 2, 3 pop clips. There's a little tab or punch or whatever in the center. All you gotta do is just push that in, and then you should be able to remove these on the side right here. Push that in, and then these should come right out. See, just like that. Boom. Come on now. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Now this, you can pull back and unplug your side reflectors, your side markers, the harness. Boom. So now you're good on the side. Now just repeat on the other side. Now the last thing you gotta do to remove this front bumper is reach all the tabs at the bottom, bro. Y'all think I can't reach it from like this? Look how much clearance I have. Bruh. Y'all think I have enough clearance to reach down there? And also, look, I got boo-boo. Oh, hell no. Alright, excuse the leaf blower that's going on outside. Our gardener is here to clean up the yard, so it's a little noisy. Hopefully you guys can still hear me, but your boy's too lazy to go to the bottom, so I'm gonna try to just loosen up the top and see if we can somehow get this snorkel out without taking the whole thing off. Hey, wish me luck. So I got one side off already. Now take this side off. Boom. Move this real quick because we're gonna need to get this off. One. Two. And then we got one all the way down there. Boom. Bring out the extendo. Boom. Three. Now just wiggle this around a little bit until it comes off of there. There we go. There we go. Remove your filter. This is due for a change very soon. Now this whole thing comes off. Your resonator box comes right out. There it is. But we also want to take this off because I want to remove the diaper. We got to remove the diaper for free horsepower, man. All right, over at the workbench now. This thing is getting more and more cramped by the day, bro. All right, let's work with the resonator box first. So the goal is to remove this section from this section, and it's riveted on. So let me see if I can show you. You guys see those rivets right there? This one right here. All we need to do is get some kind of clippers, pliers, whatever. Try to break this off so we can remove the rivets. I know some people end up drilling these out, but when you do that, you risk melting the plastic. So I got the box, the resonator box off now. You can see just one rivet, two rivet. I clipped it off right here. And now we just need to, want to wipe this down real quick since it's out. I'm using isopropyl alcohol just to wipe this down. All right, so this part right here is super easy. You get your resonator plug, bada bing, bada boom. Now it's plugged up. Apparently this is supposed to give you more noise, more intake noise. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, on to the main part of this project is to see if we can somehow remove this without having to take the bumper off. Come on, please. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Hey, now you know. Now you know, bro. If you ever need to take your snorkel off, maybe for like a Piran intake or GR like this or whatever, you don't need to take off the whole thing. Just take off the top and the sides and you're good. This is what the new snorkel looks like. Held on by one mounting point. It doesn't come with a grommet, so make sure you grab one of the OEM one. Transfer it over. Boom, just like that. Got the OEM grommet onto the new snorkel. And now let's throw this on. Should be easier than taking the other one out. This is literally one piece that goes right here. Boom. But before we do that, one thing I want to do while we're touching the intake right now. So we're gonna be removing the charcoal filter that's on here. Remove that mass airflow sensor. There it is. Untighten your clamp. And this thing should come right out. Boom, just like that. And here's that infamous charcoal diaper. So your word on the street is that if you move this, free horsepower, so you know, why not? Fun fact, the JDM spec GR86 do not come with this actually. This was put in place to meet US standards. This is glued in place. Just pry up on it. Once you get leverage under there, go ahead and just put your hand back there and yank that shit off. There we go. I can already smell the horsepower that we just opened up. Now, let's go around with a box cutter, knife. Just clean this up a little bit. Where's my blade, bro? Someone used my blade and didn't replace it. Johnny, you want to get this pretty clean because you don't want any of this to go into your engine. Alright, just dust it off. Now, spraying some alcohol. Clean it up. Boom, and just like that, this thing's ready to be put back on for the free horsepower. Put this on here real quick. Not securing anything yet because I want to get everything in place before we secure everything down. Intake box, intake filter. Put this in here. Maybe it's easier if I take this out and put it all in together. Hold up, hold up. Wait a damn minute. Look at this. Boom. 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 And now we just throw this in here. Boom. Get everything lined up. Like that. Get our snorkel lined up. Boom. Like that. Perfect. Okay. Now let's get some bolts back on here. Okay. Everything looks like it's in place now. Go ahead and plug that in. Tighten this up. Alright, so I got everything back in place now. The battery to the camera died. Swapped it out real quick. Not sure how much you guys missed, but I got that snorkel on now. The intake box, the mass flow sensor, everything is tidied up. Now we got this giant ass hole here for some spoolies. You got their resonator plug right there. Hey, all said and done, this thing is supposed to add a little bit more sound, maybe 5 horsepower because of the diaper. Should we listen to it real quick? Hey, first I'm hearing it. Johnny's gonna step on it real quick. Just go to like 4K. Oh. One more. Ooh. All right, y'all. So the install is done. I just went ahead and set up some mics on the car to do like a little drive so you guys can hear it. The camera setup completely failed on me. I bought this thing from Temu where you attach it to the headrest and then, you know, it points the camera out the windshield. But hey, I floored that shit and that shit went flying backwards into the back seat. So other than that, once again, like always, thank you for watching the channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Lates.